Hey guys, it's Maya, and I'm coming to you guys with another video, basically explaining the process I'm going through right now during nursing school. So right now it is actually the winter break, so I have a time in between semesters, which means I have a lot of time to think. So I just want to get some things off my chest and also, again, help anyone who's going through the same situation, because I don't want anyone to feel alone and I don't want to feel alone myself. So being able to express it, get it off my chest, and have my mind stop going 1,000 miles per hour would help. So first, let me give you a little background. So I lost my mother at the age of 17, and I thought from that point I'd be out on my own. However, her brother actually took me in. So I had been living with him for a very long time, and at the age of 23, I moved out, I believe, and I got my own place. I have been on my own for, I believe, a year and 4 months, and it had been something very, very important for me to do. I had always wanted to move out on my own. So I finally got that moment whenever he was moving to a different city, and I wanted to stay in my current city and go to school. And from that point, I got my own place. However, being in nursing school, like I told you guys in the last video, I wasn't able to work as much. However, I did save. Saving got me to finish out my lease. However, soon I will have to be leaving my apartment. And this is something that, like, the feeling I'm having is something that I can't explain, because I feel like I've worked so hard. I put so much thought into each and everything in my apartment, because I really feel like everything I have, I picked especially for it. You know what I mean? Like the place that it's in, I specifically bought it for that place. And it's kind of breaking my heart to know that I have to unpack everything, go home, and finish school out there, being that I don't want to work too much and risk failing out the semester. A lot of people don't have this opportunity in school, and a lot of people feel like, working is not an option. They have to work. I was one of those people. However, for me, it was more of a pride thing. It was more of, I can do it, so I'm going to do it. And basically saying that I won't let this go because I worked so hard for it. Now, in these moments, you really have to put your mind over the matter. I really can't express to you guys enough how much I have to put my mind over the specific matter. Because if it was matter of fact, I would want my apartment, I would want to finish school, and I would want to work full time. However, if I'm thinking and prioritizing things, which we all know about in nursing school, we have to prioritize a lot of things. At the moment, me finishing the semester and the program successfully is the #1 priority. A lot of questions in my nursing exam say, what should the nurse do first? That just makes me, feel like I'm going to touch so many people, their heart. I'm going to touch their heart once I'm a nurse. I already do it now as a tech, but as a nurse, there's just a certain amount of trust that clients and patients have. And I really want to be that for someone. I really want to be that for multiple people. So me risking failing out of the program isn't worth not becoming a nurse. Like I say, a little bit more of my background. I was bad in high school, what people would say. I mean, I wasn't into drugs or anything, but I did skip a lot of school with my friend. We talk about it like recently, and it was just like, why? It was so pointless. We didn't gain anything from it or anything like that. However, I didn't plan on going to college. I just thought I was gonna like work 2 jobs and get an apartment, and that was all I ever wanted to do. I knew that I wanted to be a nurse back then. I just did not think that I could be one because of what everyone said. It was just like everyone said that it was just so hard. So no, I didn't think I could be one, coming from someone who skipped a lot of class and, you know, being talked about, saying that, you know, I'd never graduate. Just plenty of things that have been said about me. I didn't think that I could be a nurse. It was a lot that I've been through, and I'll go into detail about that in a different video. But I have been through a lot as a child too, again, and then losing my mom at 17. I just felt like, no, I couldn't do it. The only people that could be nurses were people who basically had 2 parents at home paying for their tuition, not really having to work, just having like a job, but not having any bills or any responsibilities. That's what I thought. But becoming an adult, I realized that yes, I can do that, and I fought really hard for it, and I've changed majors a few times. So I say all that to say, in 2019, I will have been working on my nursing degree for 6 years. So I said all that to express that, no, I don't want to work full-time and risk not being a nurse. It's just not worth it for me. So I'm gonna pack my stuff up and I'm gonna go back home where I can get help, and it'll only be for a year. But I did not know all these emotions were gonna come up whenever I had to move. Like, you guys can see me looking around my room like I do not want to give up what I've built. It's almost like being a kid and having a lollipop, and you're just like really working on the lollipop and really eating it, and it's really good. And then once you get it to the point where you can get to the filling, or, you know, to the best part, it gets taken. That's how I feel. I don't know if that's the right way to feel, or if it sounds crazy. However, like, that's just how I feel. I feel like I've worked on something so hard, and I've had so many jobs trying to maintain it, and realizing that I won't be able to. It really hurts. It really hurts. So I'm trying to look at the bright side, because honestly, the world doesn't stop for anyone. That's why my last video, I just said, you just keep going. Like, on my whiteboard, I have written out, just keep swimming. Like, that's literally what you have to do, and that's really, really how I feel. But that doesn't mean you can't have emotions. Like, yes, I knew this time was coming, because I didn't have $1 million in my savings account. I knew it was coming because I wasn't able to work as many hours as it takes to maintain a home, and cost of living. Like, I knew it was coming, but that doesn't mean I'm not allowed to have my emotions. And I feel like talking to certain people, they're closed-minded and they feel like, didn't you know that was coming? Or as me and my friend would say, that didn't occur to you that that might come. It's like, yes, however, I'm allowed to feel however I want to feel. If I want to cry about it, I can cry about it. If I want to, just think about it and be overwhelmed at moments, I can. We're human. However, I want to express it and help someone else get through hard times and having to move back home and putting their pride to the side. Because that's one thing I have been saying. I'm like, I'm going to put my pride to the side for this one. I'm going to put my pride to the side in order to complete nursing school. And people are like, well, I'm gonna stop talking about what people say, but I'm just saying, like, I still feel this way. I'm allowed to have feelings, and I'm gonna put my pride to the side to be a nurse. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. It's just not worth not becoming a nurse. I feel like making these videos, I'm actually gonna look back and be like, oh my gosh, like, I was really going through it and I made it and I was successful, and I have basically, in essence, a diary to look back on and just be grateful and humble. Because, like I say, some people aren't even in the position to where they can move home. I didn't think I was one of those people. And before I failed the semester, last semester, I should have thought about this earlier. I should have probably tried to stop being so tough and tried to stop being so strong, because at the end of the day, everyone needs help. No one said that you have to be the strongest person in the world. Don't let your pride kill you. Like, you're not meant and you're not put on this earth to do everything by yourself. Think about anyone that has ever had help from someone, just anyone in general. They don't complain about taking it, and if they do, they don't feel too bad because they took it at the end of the day. And whenever you accept help from people, it allows God to bless over them. So this is what my grandma told me, like, you can't block their blessings because they're trying to help you, and not with the hopes of getting blessed, but God is gonna very much so bless them. So you can't block their blessings whenever they're trying to help you. You need to be accepting of their help. And that really put things into perspective. I'm like, oh yeah, like, you're right. Because how else are they going to get blessed if they don't help other people? Just like I want to help other people. Like, that's my dream. That's my goal. I want to help get people back to where they can enjoy their life. So, I'm going to give you guys a few of my personal tips. I'm no professional yet, but I'm going to give you guys some of my personal tips that I do whenever I'm in a down or kind of depressed stage in life. I say the number one thing I can recommend to you guys is to get up and take a shower. Regardless of, like, if you need a bath, I'm not saying that I go 18 days without showering, but sometimes you just lay in bed and you just want to lay there and you just want to curl up and you just want to cry and you just want to eat. I encourage you to get up and go take a shower first. Because there's something in the shower. You can listen to music, do whatever you do, just get in your zone. But there's something about getting in the shower, and then I just thought of something corny, but like out comes the sun, then dries up all the rain. So, and the itsy bitsy spider walks up the spout again. So basically you wash all the sorrow away, and you kind of feel like there's a new opportunity. There's something about putting on fresh clothes. There's something about putting on like a clean set of sheets on your bed. And I just want to encourage you guys to get up and get in the shower, and then probably wash your hair if you're feeling really, really down. And that really helps, because then what? You have something to do. In bed, you don't have anything to do. There's nothing for you to do except for take another bite of the ice cream or candy, and then curl back up and go back to bed. And then what? You have the same thing staring at you whenever you wake up. So with taking a shower, you can do your hair, just put it in a braid, a bun or something, brush your teeth. You're actively doing something. You're finding your clothes. I'm not saying you can't get back in bed, but at least you're clean, and you can just feel yourself relax. And there's plenty of special soaps, special lotions, special sprays that you can get, and you can just enjoy that moment. Light a few candles. Again, it just puts another vibe in the room versus that constant sorrow, constant down feeling. It just puts a little twist on things. You can still cry, you can still scream. Just, I encourage you to freshen up and see if that works. I also could suggest that you guys write. I've been meaning to write. However, like, this YouTube channel really, it helps me express myself, because sometimes I just don't want to sit down and write. It's going to become necessary soon. Like, there's going to be a point where I'm going to have to sit down and do it, and crumble the paper up and throw it away, like throw away all my issues. But right now I just want to express myself to you guys, because I feel like I escape in other people's YouTube videos, so why not be someone that someone else can escape to, if you can get what I'm saying. Sometimes I get a little tongue-tied, but it makes sense. I want to be that person that you guys come to if you're feeling down. You can just like go and like see what she did, and oh, she still has a smile on her face. I can have a smile on my face too. Because honestly, overall, one, the world's not going to stop for you, unfortunately. And two, looking at someone else go through something worse or just as bad as you, it really helps by allowing you to refocus your energy on positive things. Because I already feel like there is weight lifted off my shoulders after starting this video, and like it just comes to a point where you kind of have to stop doing stuff for everyone else and take a moment for yourself and have a little self-care. I think those are my two biggest things. You kind of just have to get out your head. Like, you're constantly just in your head, and it goes 1,000 miles an hour. Whereas if you talk, like, you know how they say you have however much 1,000 thoughts in your head compared to like 10 words whenever you're speaking it. It just gives you a moment to stop thinking. You can think so much, you can drive yourself crazy, and I'm not trying to get to that point. I'm kind of trying to stay positive and think about goals for 2020, because that is coming up. You know, I just want to I just want to be a little more positive. And if you guys have any suggestions, you can always comment below. If you have any questions, you can always comment below. I have a lot of video ideas that I'm going to come up with, and it's going to help me get through a lot of things. That's all I'm trying to say. So yes, I'm going to have to lose my apartment. I'm trying to think of a more positive word other than lose. I'm going to have to I'm gonna have to move away from my apartment, not lose it, because an apartment will always be here. Like, it's not the end of the world. At least I have a place to lay my head and a roof over my head. There's people in a lot worse situations. I'm not saying mine is the worst. I'm just saying it's something that humbled me, and I'm saying that it caused me to feel a lot of emotions, not just sad. It was a lot of emotions that I was feeling. However, being able to express it, it really helps. So maybe get on YouTube and watch some videos. That really helped. I try to stay away from eating too much, because that does not make you feel better the next day. Cleaning really helps. Cleaning really helps me. So just get clean. Like, and if everything's spotless, well, I don't know how to help you with those, except for like writing or videos, or participating in some type of game, call your friend, get out the house, and stuff like that. But those are just some things that I wanted to tell you guys. So I believe my next video is gonna be like must-haves for nursing school, things that I found very helpful and things that I wish I knew before getting started. So that ends this video. I hope you guys have a great night, and I'm going to continue to smile and set my goals for 2020, because the world is not ending and I will be a nurse. Thank you guys. Bye.